And we're live. Sorry for the delay. We had a little bit of sound issues, but I'm very happy to welcome one of our new readers to the show, which is our Sarah. And she will do an introduction about herself in a few minutes. And it's just the two of us today, which is fantastic. I'm using today Star Seeds cards as usual. And then I've got another new one, which is called Endless Soul Money collection, which is called Gently Rising, which is an affirmation deck, and it's provided by Epic Bones. And Epic Bones sends you a lovely pack with affirmations, and what they do is they get you to shuffle and choose an inspiration. What I like about them is they've got gold on the side, and I love it. Anybody loves a bit of gold, let's face it. So the one I got today for myself was, I am pausing to restore so that I can do more. And there it is. So we will always show you a picture of the card, and we'll hold it on the screen sufficient time so that you can take a picture. So thank you for all of those who have already put their questions with Q, Q, Q. You know the drill, guys. Come on, you know the drill. So Q, Q, Q in the chat so that we can pick it up. Our Arquana today is off duty today. She's often doing her own thing, which is perfectly fine. I'm sure Arquana, Snack Arquana, will probably be in the chat on that side and asking everybody what they've eaten for today, which is great. So have a nice day off, Arquana. And thank you to Sarah in advance for joining us. So I'm going to pass you over to Sarah now, who will introduce herself and talk about the cards she's using today. So welcome, Sarah, welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm very honoured to be with you today and with everybody. My name is Sarah. I am a psychic medium. I've been a psychic medium since I was 24, so that's a long time ago. And I am now a spiritual counsellor. So just helping people with life, loss, various life problems, life path, and generally I'm working a lot at the moment on enlightenment and awakenings, and also ascension, because if we can all lighten and ascend, it brings so much joy to your life. So that's mainly what I'm doing at the moment. I have a couple of sets of cards. Now, one of the sets is Angel, let me see, Angel, Guardian Angel cards. They're really lovely. So they've got the angels on the back. They're kind of similar to a traditional card set, but just slightly different. So they won't have the pentacles, and we've got 8 of thought there, so just slightly different. And then a more traditional card, which is the Thwaite Rider, I think.
Rider Waite.
These are by Smooth Start. These are lovely because they're all holographic, and they're really handy actually, because for quick reference, or so that you don't get too wrapped up in what the card means, and you get your psychic energy flowing and your guides giving you the proper information, and you can just take sort of small keywords from that, and then that takes you off on your tangent of sort of psychic reading. So that's a little bit about me and my cards. And then I do have a duty to say hello to my twins, Bo and Amara, and my wife, Claire.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And
so
hi
also, hi
to
twins then. Hi to twins and hi to wife. That's wonderful. Welcome. So, and those holographic cards are awesome. They look great, and they shine. I like it. I'm a typical magpie. Anything that's shiny, that's me. I'm right there. So to all of our viewers today and those in the chat, we've got some really great friends that are in the chat too. So hi to Linda, and hi to Bet and Izzy and of course to Jody and Diane and Michael Doherty, who we're going to be showing next weekend on Saturday. We're going to be showing a lot of his UFO pictures because he takes the best pictures that he's got one there. So great. Brilliant. And we've got a special welcome to you, Sarah, from Linda. From Linda. Look at that.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you.
Isn't that lovely? So there's lots of folks that are saying, oh, and we've got Snack Kwana. Good evening, all from the American Native Indians of the Muskogee tribe of Florida, which is lovely. And we've got Deanne Daly as well, and Sharon. So we've got a lot of individuals that normally follow us and are very, very special people. I'm going to start with the first question I come to over here. And here we go. This is from Nacy. I love the Siberian Ice Maiden's animal tattoos. Good. That's great. Is there any etiquette to consider before copying someone from 2,500 years ago tattoos? This is a different type of question, so it won't require a reading. But I think that what we would suggest is that when you are looking at creating a tattoo from an ancient civilization or from something that was used previously, maybe if you have a candle and some incense, ask and just say to your higher self and the higher consciousness, just ask if there's anything that you should know or any rituals that you should know, or just give thanks and ask if you can go ahead and use that, as particularly because they're ice maidens and animal tattoos. Just ask. I think that copying the tattoos from all those years ago, I think they are tribal. Unfortunately, we don't have our Kwana, who is usually on the show, with everything tribal. But Nacy, I know that our Kwana's in and out of the chat sometimes. I would ask that directly in the chat if she knows of anything tribal, of any rites that need to be done. But I would just ask for permission and say thanks. That's what I would suggest from the English Celtic side. But I would ask her because she's the expert on all things tribal. So we've answered that one. Let's have a look what else we've got. And Andrew has come to say hello, which is good. And we've got Diane Dela Cruz with the bear, really lovely, saying that they were waiting patiently, which is good. Right, we've got another question down here. Here we go. Marilena, what message do my guides have for me that is important that I might have missed? Beautiful picture, Marilena. I'm actually going to ask our guest, Sarah, if she would like to do that first question. This is your first question of the evening, Marilena. Are you happy to go ahead and ask for the messages from the guide? Are you okay with that? You are 100%. Lovely. I'm going to hand the floor over to you and disappear onto the side.
Okay, Selena. Okay, so let's see. Right, okay. Well, I've got a very fast incoming communication card. I want to say that I feel that there is spirit around you a lot. Okay, and I've got a fatherly energy, and I can see sort of a white straight-haired. He's kept his hair, so it's not thin anywhere. It's a nice head of hair, sort of a white grey hair coming through, and I feel that he is always around you, and he's always trying to get messages in. Now, this quick news that's coming in, I feel like he's communicating that something's going to come in quite rapidly that will please you. It's good news. Things are coming quickly at you at the moment. I'm getting that energy. There's a fast energy there, definitely, and he's very much trying to, get you to notice these messages that are coming in. But I also feel there's physical messages coming in. It's almost like I feel you're a bit bombarded, but it's all good and positive. So that's the nice thing. I'm just going to pull another. Right, okay. So this one is organization. That's the angel card. So I feel like is suggesting that these are messages coming in about putting things together. Is there an event or party that you're involved in planning? I feel like it's organization, pulling things all in, getting everything in a row, and it's a fast-paced situation. So that's what I've got for you.
Perfect. And of course, Marilena, don't ever forget that make sure that you come back to both Sarah and I today, Zara and I today, and talk about any feedback that you've got for us. I picked up this particular pack, which, as I said, is called Star Seeds. This is the pack, and the one that popped out was this one. So I'm going to turn it around, and it's called Abundance. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, the doors of abundance naturally open. So that is the card, Marilena. You've got the card there, and of course the lovely angel cards that were provided earlier, and the insight. So it looks like the messages from the guides were very important, because it seems like there's a lot coming your way. So maybe it's not something you've missed, but it's just additional information. So I hope that works for you, Marilena. That's very good. Thank you. And Wench has said to us, Wench, hi, and there's the doggy picture, so cute. There is something going on when I sleep. I answer that I am working, and it is impossible to wake me up, and I do not remember anything. What do you think it could be? So this is something to bring you in on. What do you think is happening there with her?
I answer that when I'm working and it's impossible to wake me. Well, I mean, deep sleep can be a sign that you are actually traveling. So I feel that let's just see if we've got any indication to what. Right, okay, I'm being told you're working, actually. You are working. You're working towards this is very interesting. We've got the tower there. It's upright. So you actually, I feel like you're working towards getting the world's in unrest. I mean, it's all over the world. The world is in unrest. And I'm being told that you are helping out in some way whilst you're sleeping. So I feel that you are in that deep sleep, you're traveling, and you are helping out with the light work that's required on the planet right now. So it's when you're waking, I'm feeling that you're sort of waking, feeling a bit groggy, maybe. And once you get going, you're okay. But I think you are feeling a bit groggy. I think that's because you're working really hard. And I think that you've actually got a very important job. I feel like it's as I say, the tower is suggesting you're bringing down the negative structure that's in place on the earth at the moment. So that's what I feel you're working on in your sleep. So good job. Keep it up, please, for all of us. That's brilliant.
Exactly. I would agree with you, and that's exactly what I think is going on. There's a lot of individuals that are light bridges, that are having a bridge between all the growth and Gaia's expansion and us moving into another dimension. And I think when this is what's happening with you, I think you are going out of your body. I would agree with you that you're going out of your body, and that you are working, and that you're doing lots of new things. So I think it's a lot of astral projection. It's a lot of going out of the body at night. And I just drew a card out of these cards for you, and it's got advancement. So this is interesting. It says a strong energy is propelling you forward, following the stirrings of your heart. So that confirms the fact that there is definitely something happening in the night realms, in the other dimensions. So this is part of what is going on with you. So when you say there, what do you think it could be? I think that it's out of body, and I think you also, my guest today also thinks that it's out of body. And I think that whatever you're doing is helping and working with the planetary energies, moving things up, changing things. It's not surprising that you don't remember. This is very common right now because of everything moving up and changing. A lot of people are helping with this change, particularly with Gaia and the energies around the planet, but their own toroidal field, their astral bodies and their auras are not bringing all of that energy, information, images back with them. Not just yet. You can, if you want to, and this goes for all of us over there in the chat. If you would like to remember, put iced water next to your bed, or iced milk of any type. Must be iced, because the ice is key here. Drink only half of it, go to sleep and say, I want to remember when I drink the rest of my drink, I want to recall everything that I've seen, done, participated in. And then in the morning when you wake up, drink the little bit more of that, the other half, and you should have some of the images. Some of the images will come through, some you will start remembering. And it's basically just training your mind to be triggered as a command response. When I drink this other half, I will remember the rest of what has happened to me. It's a great little trick. It does usually work. Takes a couple of times, but it does work. So if you have the ice water when you start, is the ice water that actually tells the brain and tells your energy body, this is the first part of the command. I will remember when the second part of my drink is drunk in the morning. So please have a go at that and try that. And thank you, Wench. Don't forget, give some feedback. We like feedback. We do. So what else do we have? This is from I Want to Believe. Oh, welcome. Hello, everyone. Unfortunately, my question wasn't answered last week. I would like to know if I should do a hypnosis, and if yes, should I do a regular one or an RTT? So that's a very interesting one. It's obviously based on your question. It might be because you're worried about the hypnosis side. The best ones, if you're doing that specifically for regression hypnosis, it's best to use one of the individuals that were trained through Dolores Cannon, because her methods are particularly good and they produce excellent results. I've never really met anyone that's come back from a session with a Dolores Cannon trained hypnotherapist without having excellent results. So I would recommend one of the Dolores Cannon's individuals. So yes, I would suggest. There seems to be a question burning that you don't have the answer to. You'll need hypnosis for that. What's your suggestion? What do you feel?
I immediately heard past life. Definitely. I think that's what's probably niggling you or burning away. I can hear that's immediately what I heard, past life. So I think if you do go ahead with that, I can't see that it would be anything other than helpful for you, just to be aware of where maybe you've brought forward past life issues or past life knots that just need to be untied. And I think with that urge to do it, that wanting to do it, definitely, I think it's a sign for you to go ahead. I agree. Dolores Cannon's method, and highly skilled, safe in that sense, and also, you know, that we have this notion that you know, you slip it, you know, we've been told, haven't we, look into my eyes, and that you forget, and then you're suddenly pretending to be a horse on stage or something. But it really, when it comes to past life regressions and hypnosis in that sense, you are very conscious. It comes through to your consciousness, but in a very relaxed state. So it really isn't what we have probably been conditioned to think of as hypnosis. So yeah, as long as you go with somebody reputable, it's a safe thing to do, and very helpful for many people who just feel like there's something that's pulling them back, and they need to just go over it and see how it fits into their current life and their current issues and their life path.
So from us, I want to believe the answer is yes. Yes. Please go. Both thumbs up. Yes, you go and have your hypnosis and come back and tell us all about it. That would be wonderful. So that is what we believe is the answer to your question. And thank you for your question today. That's awesome. And let's go along and see. I've got to move down. Sorry, I'm looking to the side, but that's just the way it goes with the way that it is here. Let me just get to the new comments. There we go. Right. And I think this is one here. Yes, it is. From Denise Borojevic. One evening, I saw a red laser-type energy moving very rapidly with random movements for about 10 seconds. What could this energy be? That's a lovely question. We like questions like that. That's a good one. So a red laser-type energy, sometimes it can be two things. It can either be a type of probe where they are looking for information, or it could be attached to one of the orbs, and the orb is sending out that type of red laser. But the movement of that energy, especially because it was moving very rapidly, it sounds to me like it's either a scout or just a probe, because when you see them, that's kind of all you see. Then it's not, it doesn't have a being inside it. It doesn't have an energetic signature except for what it's sending back. That's it, because it's a red laser type energy. That's my view on that. Have you got any views on that?
I've never experienced that or really heard of it, so it's fascinating to hear. The only thing I've had is blobs of light sent to me as I'm with my eyes closed, so I'll get it. And I used to find a sort of a red or a very deep pink would be a signal to me, but other than that, the only things I ever have really seen are sort of tend to be white or light, sometimes blue. So I've never seen a red one. So that's actually really interesting to hear.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. And I've heard that Jessica is on the backstage, but I can't seem to see her on the backstage. So I will try to work out this other technical issue and see if I can work out how to bring her forward, because at the moment I can't see her in the backstage. She hasn't popped up for me. So Jessica, if you're listening, I'd ask you just pop out and pop back in, and hopefully you'll pitch up down the bottom and I can work out how to bring you through. Thank you for that. Oh my goodness, it's one of those days. It's one of those where you're thinking, oh my Lord, how many more technical issues do we have? Oh, we've got some feedback.
Oh,
okay. She says here, the person says, it's thank you for the replies. It's not regarding past life, but it's about a childhood issue which stops me from learning. So that's very good, because I think that childhood issues that can be fixed through hypnosis, most definitely. But I also do know that with past lives, if there was an issue in childhood and learning issues from a past life, it is possible that those could be dragged through and brought through into this life. So it is possible that some of that, which is why we both picked up that whatever it is that you're going to go for the hypnosis, it's something to do specifically with a past life. So I would ask the hypnotherapist if it's possible to look at and confirm whether the childhood issue was something that took place in a past life and that you've brought it through in this life because it wasn't cleared or dealt with in a past life. So that's great. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you very much. We like feedback.
Yes.
I've got another question that's come through from Christy. I have terrible nightmares every single night. I do have PTSD diagnosed, but I rarely remember the nightmares and wake up in a panic. Safe to say I don't sleep very well. Yes, I would imagine that those sorts of nightmares the PTSD nightmares definitely would be quite difficult. Yes, it's very interesting that you say that you're also waking up in a panic, because panicking is part of either retracing your steps and going through the PTSD. As a previous complex PTSD sufferer, so CPSD, PTSD, I did have nightmares for probably about 10 to 15 years until I've managed to clear a lot of those issues. So, Christy, I will say to you that the PTSD issues do lessen as time goes on. I don't know how long you've had this issue, but the longer you have it, the lesser they do become, and the lesser the triggers are. So I think that is something that will get better as time goes by. Also, the fact that you don't sleep very well, it's a good idea then to be able to say to yourself before you sleep, this sleep will be a restful sleep, and command the physical body, you will go to sleep, body, this body will go to sleep, and I will be rested, because PTSD does have that issue with, the different splits and the different levels. So if you command your body, the body has to do what the mind and the soul is telling it. Do you have any aspects there for that, Christy? Sorry, on Christy.
I do, yes. What I'm thinking is that nightmares that you don't remember, and obviously that's tied in with the PTSD, I think there could be just specific memories that are locked up. So they're being experienced in the subconscious state in sleep, and then and then obviously on waking you're back in your conscious state. So I don't claim to be any kind of expert or have large knowledge on PTSD. So and obviously Beverly is experienced in this, but I would like to sort of pose the question: is that what is causing this this recurring nightmare? And then when you're waking, you don't remember it. It's stuck in that subconscious. And obviously, when it comes to those kinds of memories, they're put to the back of the cupboard for a reason, to protect you. So I would suggest that if you were to try, having maybe consider this, I'd like to explore it. Please do that with support, and with professional support, so that you can know that you are you've just got someone there that you can call on whilst you're dealing with any rising memories.
And we will say that obviously we're not clinicians. Please consult your doctor. We do not provide medical advice at all on this channel. It's just here for entertainment purposes only. But from one PTSD survivor to another, well done that you've got this far, and well done that you are able to continue living your best life. It is difficult with PTSD, but every day is one step closer to being free of it. And also thank you for your question. So let's go. Thank you. What would the energy be collecting and scouting? Oh, this is interesting. So Denise Borojovic is saying, thank you for the feedback. What would the energy be collecting and scouting for? Could you educate us on this a little? So what they do is sometimes they will, when they're collecting energy, they are because we are what they call a school planet, an earth school. This is where we come to increase our soul activity. We come here to increase our learnings and build and grow and do amazing things. So what happens is a scouting would be looking at different types of energy values, different types of people, looking at how that energy is interacting with others, and it would just literally just be doing data collection, almost like a drone in a way, and collecting that information. That's pretty much all that they can do. Do you have anything on that you'd like to comment on?
Scouting. So, I mean, so I'd like to ask actually. So, scouting for talent, are they? They're coming down and having a look and seeing, right, well, have we got anyone we can promote here when they come up? I don't know. Is that
I don't know. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes it depends. If it's an orb, then if there's a blue orb or an orange one, there's also, what other colors am I remembering that people have seen? There's one that has a white orb, and then you can see something inside it.
yes.
These dark blue ones that are darting, generally they're not scouting for a person. They're just scouting, picking up energy, reviewing the energy, and sending that back to wherever they are. They do the same with animals. You see them, there is a lot of them, and when it's very, very dark, when you don't have loads and loads of light pollution, when it's absolutely dark, you will see a lot of them. And you see them mostly, I've seen them around these very big holes into the ground. So if you're in other countries where they have like the Kimberley hole in South Africa, where they were digging the diamonds, I've seen them most there. They're around the Kimberley hole where the Kimberley Cullinan diamond was found. They were darting around there. I'm not sure why they were there, because I think they've mined the diamonds out of the earth so much. But there were a lot of those around there. In the bush in Africa, it's seen a lot of them, the red ones, darting around, which is always very exciting because you can see them. And the African tribal folks they're very respectful of them, and they greet them, and they'll have a fire, and they'll know that the ancestors in the way are watching them, which is really lovely. Some of the other countries where there's a vast dark areas where you can go out. Seen one once in Reykjavik, but that was way out in the volcanic. It was the volcanic lava fields, which was just near the Blue Lagoon, which sadly part of that is no more after the volcanic eruption. There was some there. Managed to get a few pictures of them. I was really happy with myself, because there they were darting around, being silly, picking up information. And then there was a craft that arrived in the sky shortly after that, about midnight. So that was pitch black. It's very strange in Reykjavik. It's lovely, but pitch black sky, pitch black everywhere. So you can, whatever's there, you'll see it. Best place to see it. So yes, they are just, they might be looking for an energy. They might be looking for someone with a particular blood group. They might be checking in on walk-ins. They might be checking in on, star beings that are working, in a human body for a short period of time and getting ready to go. There's a lot of reasons why that particular type would be there. And you're very lucky, Denise Borodovic, that you've seen that one, because they're not easy. Most people just miss them, because today's world, let's face it, everybody spends their life looking down or sitting with their face in their phone. So you're very lucky that you saw that. Nice to see the feedback. Thank you so much. So let's go to the next one. Okay. And this is our Jess. All right, Jess, I'm searching around for you in the backstage, and I still can't see you down the bottom. Please, if you could go out, come back in, and then I'll be able to pick it up. All right, let's have a look. What else have we got? Oh, there's another question. So this is another question. Rosebud Amy, ? Where have my guides been? ? How can I call them up? I'm just home from a knee replacement surgery, which was much needed. Wow, that is so brave. My goodness me, knee replacement. Good gracious. That's scary. Well done. Well done. Gosh, proud of my decision. I'm going with a terrific woman doctor. Wow. So we're sending lots of healing to you.
Yeah.
Well done, Rosebud, Amy. That is so brave of you. Well done. And I'm sure you're going to be walking a lot better soon. But we'll get back to your proper question. Where have my guides been? How can I call them up? So I'm going to give this question over to our spiritual advisor, and I'll hand the floor over to you.
Yes. Yes. Now, they're always contacting you. They're always trying to give you messages. They're always there. They're always. So it's really about just listening. Now, what we find is a lot of the time we think we dismiss things, we dismiss signs, we dismiss synchronicities, we dismiss, and that's what we're taught to do. Oh, it's nothing, it's this, it's that. Or we find some reason, you know, and some of these skeptics make me laugh because they're really digging deep to try and find, you know, some ridiculous reason. You know, you watch sometimes people trying to explain away and you think, yeah, or it's spiritual. So with listening to spirit, listening to guides, listening to your higher self, the best way to do that is to be in a calm, quiet space. Take deep breaths, relax your body. If you do have any crystals or you have access to crystals, there are this is actually a lapis
lazuli.
So yes, lapis lazuli. So, and that is a good crystal. Also, amethyst is also, these are mine today to keep me sharp.
Good.
Amethyst is also a good crystal for opening up your spiritual connections. And so within your left palm, closer to your heart, but, you know, just in your hands against your body, but in your hands, there's a sense of sort of, you can grasp them. Deep breaths. If you need some kind of sort of gentle, no beat music on, or meditation music, or a guided meditation to take you in to a state of absolute calm and quiet, and you ask the question, are you there? Speak to me. And when it comes in, don't dismiss it. That is the key thing. People think, oh no, that's me thinking that. No, that's something, you know, that I've made up in my head. The first thing that comes into your mind is not you, it's them. And that's what a lot of people do. They hear it and they think, oh no, it's me, I've thought that, or I invented that. Trust that when they come in and they answer you quickly, that is them. That is your spirit guide, whoever it is you are asking to talk to, that is them coming in. And trust that they are speaking to you and you're not making it up.
Oh, that's really lovely. Well done. So Rosebud, Amy, I hope that helps, and I'm sure that it will, because it's a great thing to be doing. And keep up the good work. And now that you're home and you've got your replacement, keep walking. You need to keep that knee going. And we are also proud of you for making the decision to go with such a big operation. So
great.
Blessings to you. Absolute blessings. And Christy has come back to us and said very clearly, she said, thank you so much for the reply, both of you. I'm just starting therapy, actually. It means a lot to hear from you, Beverly, that it's going to get better, and definitely trying out what you've said tonight. Brilliant. Let us know next Saturday's show how it goes, Christy. And you know what? I'm sending as many blessings to you as possible, because you're on a therapy journey. You know what? You've got this. You're going to be fine. We both know, don't we? We do. We do. We know you're going to be good.
100%. 100%. It's the bravest thing. Therapy is, you know, is that first step, and then you're doing it, and you are doing it. You've got this.
She's done it. She's done it. So this is our next question here. And we have got from RH. Hi, ladies. Do you see a life partner for me soon? So I'm going to just choose from the cards I'm using, which is the star seeds. And I'll ask you to take it away for RH. Do you see a life partner? There we go.
I do, but I feel that it's in your grasp. It's something that you have to allow in. And I feel at the moment you're saying, now I did pull a quick card and now it's disappeared, but it was the 7 of Swords. So what that can indicate is sort of not always being honest, but I feel that you're not being honest with yourself. And I know that's probably, you know, sort of a difficult thing to hear. But I feel that you are wanting it so much, but when it comes close, you're pushing it away, you're blocking it. So what I'm asking you to do is think about how you interact with people that come in who you potentially think, you know, and see if there is a place and a time where you hit a wall and you step back and start to feel fear. Because I feel like there is a little bit of a wall up. It's all there for you. They will come as soon as they get that acknowledgement that you are ready for them to come in. Okay, and they will come. So as soon, the short answer is, once you are prepared and ready in your mind to let them in, they're coming for you.
That's absolutely brilliant. So while you were chatting, that's all that shuffling noise that you could hear. I shuffled quickly, and 2 of the cards that I got, the 2 of them actually, they fell out. The first one that fell out, and then the second one decided, well, I'm going to jump out as well at the same time. So these are the 2 jumpers that happened. One was gratitude and the other one was love, which is awesome. So gratitude says universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. So that's the gratitude card. And the other one that I got was love. Live your truth and share love that is within your soul. So that's also what's come across. And I think the most important thing why those 2 came out was gratitude for everything that you've been through, because the cards were saying that there's been a lot that you've been through, RH. So allow that to go, and allow yourself to say to yourself, I command my soul to be free of all past connections. And I think it would be very good for you to do a cord cutting, to cut the cord with everything else that's in your past, because it seems like there's those little niggly bits that come up that just sometimes come to bite you in the bottom. And then the second thing I would say is have a nice candle going and ask the candle, send out the energies and say, I give permission for my person to appear in my life now. I'm ready to meet my person. I'm ready for the person that is my soul partner, my life partner, my splitter half, my twin flame, or my soulmate. I give the universe permission, and I command that partner to show themselves so that I can live my best life and I can be happy. Because I do feel that you haven't actually said to the universe yet, I'm ready to meet my life partner. I'm ready to meet my person. Because you do really have to say, I am ready. Show me my partner. show me my person in my life, no matter where that person is. Show me, bring that person to me. Sometimes it's immediate, but sometimes it takes a bit longer. But allow that permission to go out, because without giving the universe permission to show you that person, it's going to take a much longer period of time. So I hope that helps you, and I hope the cards helped you, RH. Give us some feedback before we write. So what do we have? We've got some comments. Iceland, yay, yes, Iceland is lovely. Tiger sign, yes, definitely too big to ignore. Kirsty. Oh, Rachel's my wife. Ooh. Cats. So this is very cute. Empowered Wendy. Oh, I've got it now. Good. I'm very pleased. Very, very pleased. Let's go down to some of the other comments. There we go. QQQ. Please don't forget, everybody, like and share and follow and do all the things that you got to do. You know what you've got to do. Come and join us. And don't forget, put QQQ in front so I can find it amongst all the comments on the side. So, tiger's eye, a huge black vulture. Wow. Crashed my back porch and flew off this morning. Oh, my Lord. I am rebuking ill intent and feel strong. Now, this is when we needed the American native tribal leaders to come and tell us what's going on. This is the one day that we needed Aquana in on the show to say what this all means. It's the one day that she's off doing her own thing. Aquana, if you are ever on the chat, please see if you can say something about that. But I must admit, the warrior birds that are the scavenger birds that clean up after everything, the black vulture, they are particularly of interest because they are the mortuary birds, shall we call them? The mortuary birds. I think we'll get away with that. We will get away with that. There's certain things we can't say. Other things about DATH can't say. But I think we'll get away with mortuary birds, the cleanup crew. So that's very interesting. As far as tribal or native, I don't know what the symbolism would be to have a beautiful black mortuary bird crash into your back porch. I really don't. I'm lost. I've no idea. Might just text Aquana and ask her, what does this mean? Tell me. And the fact that you've been rebuking ill intent and feeling strong, and I'm glad that you feel strong. I personally don't think there's anything in that, but it might be a sign of something else, possibly from our sort of Celtic side and sort of the Nordic side and the cultures that I'm part of. I don't see that as anything specifically negative. I don't know. Do you have any comments on that?
I don't see it as negative at all. I think it's an absolute gift for any, bird to come in and sort of want to come close to your space and your energy. So, no, it didn't fit. I thought it sounded rather nice, but I don't think you've got anything to worry about. I think that even if it just made you jump, then it's coming in to tell you something. But yes, I'm not knowledgeable on that. I do think it's worth looking into as to what that would have, what meaning that would have. But it doesn't feel negative at all.
No, I don't think so. And that's about all we can say. Maybe what we'll do is ask the same question next week on the show when Aquana's back. But thank you for the question. It's a good one. It definitely made us all think about that one. Oh, and this is Izzy with the doggy. Look at the doggy. Look at the little face. Look at the little face with the ears. Oh my goodness. We like the doggies and the kitties. Hello, ladies. Do either of you have any words of wisdom for me today? Date of birth. Oh, it's 7/7/1962. July person. Thank you. Face, fuchsia, flower shape. I don't know what that means, but that's fine. Right. I will work out the numerology. And can I hand over to you so that you can pull some cards, please?
Sure.
While I work everything out. Got my book out. Got my book.
Well, it's funny because I got the sense that you're pretty wisdomous. You're pretty smart. Words of wisdom. I think you've worked quite a lot out in your head, and you're in a good place, really. And that's funny because we've got the Nine of Cups, which is a real happy card. It's a lovely card. And nines are good, aren't they? Nines are good. It means, yep, you've arrived. It's you've done the work. You're here, and yeah, you can enjoy it. You can sit back and enjoy it. So, yeah, I do feel that. I feel you've worked hard on something. You've worked hard, and now it's time to give yourself a pat on the back and acknowledge that, and acknowledge what you've achieved. Because yes, this is a happy time, or a strong time for you. Even if you're not always seeing the bright side, this is a strong time for you. Certainly, yes.
Oh, that's a very good one. Well done. So I've worked out your number, Izzy, and it's a number 5. So that's a particularly good one because 5 has a geometric shape. It's like a pentagram, and it's also across the world, really. It's known as a mark of excellence. So where you've got like 5 stars, it's a hotel, which is fantastic. Restaurants is 5 stars, anything that gets 5 stars. And at the number 5, and 5 is an ultimate star type number. And it is also one of those that is a part of the Gold Star Brigade. So it is something that it's really strong. And it means that for you specifically, it means that you can stretch yourself out, because number 5 happens in nature a lot. It really does. So if you have a look, you'll see there's lots of flowers. At the base of a flower, they've got 5 petals, and they form this 5-star point. Obviously, a starfish, everybody knows starfishes, but starfishes also have 5 little limbs and legs. And what's interesting, if one is severed or taken off, it then just grows again. So it shows growth. 5 means growth. It means changes, and it means being able to move and adapt, harness the power that's part of you so that you can move forward. What I like is some famous artists that I follow were also the number 5, and that's obviously Leonardo da Vinci. He was the number 5. They have very strong vibrations, very strong frequencies. And also, number 5 is the 5th sign of the zodiac, which is Leo. So that's a very strong vibrational one. Basically, it means with the life path that you're very strong. You can take on challenges. You could probably manage to cope with a lot more nonsense in life than other people can, which is all part of the number 5. And the personality is also, sometimes you can have the duality in a 5. You can be both masculine and feminine, both at the same time. Very easy to balance. So you've got a lot going on there, Izzy, which is great. And I see you like cactuses. I've just spied there's a green cactus there. How cute is that? I've been seeing a lot of cactuses when I've been in Florida here. They're all over the place, and they're dead cute. They really are. I hope that resonates with you. Get back to us. Send us some feedback, because we really do like a lot of feedback. Thank you so much. So let's have a look what we have here. Let me take that one off. And this one, what does this one say? Oh, this is from Winch. Is there a reason I have so much bad luck? Wow, that's quite something. So the bad luck situation, I'm going to comment about the bad luck situation because of the change, atmospheric change, the energy change. We are going through almost like a Saturn return, and all the planets are causing havoc right now. Plus, we also have these sunbursts and sun flares and issues. There is a lot of realignment where Gaia, our lovely planet, is starting to realign herself. So there is a time where I think people right now, a lot of clients, and I don't know whether your clients are saying the same thing, but it is a chaotic time. Let's face it. Do you find that as well? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chaotic.
Absolutely. it is very chaotic. And I feel that also with everything that comes at you in life, we can see it as bad luck, but whenever you look in hindsight, you look back and you look at a situation, there's always something you can learn from it. And that is why we're here. I do strongly believe that life is about learning. So everything that comes at you, bad or good, they are gifts. And if you could look at them in that way, as rather than sort of, oh, it's bad luck, try to think about the outcome as something that's a little bit more flexible. So I'm going to try and do this, and I'm going to see if it works out. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, good, because I can see why it didn't work out, look at why it didn't work out, and learn from that, so that a further attempt could end in success. So I think as well, life is fast paced. There's a lot going on. We're under a lot of pressure in general, from different sources, to be this and to be that and to do this and to do that. And you've got to have everything. You've got to be everything. So I think that, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. So I would also be asking, what pressure are you putting on yourself? Are you being hard on yourself? Are you being tough? Because whatever you're doing, it is bringing you a positive. It may not be bringing you the outcome you had in mind, but as I say, if you try and be a bit more flexible about what the outcome could be and what you can learn from it, if it doesn't turn out to be like that, then you might find that it's just an easier process in general. So, but I hate to hear that. That's horrible for you, that you feel, that you're wading through treacle, as they say. I've got so I've got here the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel that that's telling me that you can, in a way, I feel like you're carrying things. You run things. You do it on your own, and you do it well. So you're sort of pretty self-sufficient, and that feels a bit like it can feel a bit of a burden for you. So that's where it's really important not to punish yourself if things don't go exactly the way that you thought that they were going. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling for you.
Yeah, this is very true. And what I did as well, went for you, I pulled just 1 or 2 of the cards, which are just those that are giving a little bit of insight. So I'll do them. One is, I'm reprogramming my limiting beliefs. So I would take out the comment to yourself about bad luck and say, I am having the luckiest time possible, and I'm going to give you a ritual to do with salt water in a minute when I'm finished. And this applies to everybody, including in the chat over there. Anyone who wants to do this, it reprograms if you might feel that your luck is running out or that you're having a streak of bad luck. This one is saying, I am celebrating my progress, which is dead cute. It's very sweet. Whoops, nearly fell off. And I am patiently gaining clarity, which is really lovely. So those were for you, Winch. And I'm going to say, go and take 3 beakers of water. So they can be in a glass if things are safe around your house. Alternatively, put them into plastic mugs and then fill them with water. put at least 3 spoons of salt, twist them around, put 1 in the kitchen where everybody conglomerates in the kitchen and chats, where the energy is really uplifting and good. Put 1 in the lounge or the sitting room or the area where everybody conglomerates and has chats and watches TV and has TV dinners and all that sort of thing. Put 1 there. And the third one, make sure that that one is in the entrance hall of the area that you live in. So if you only have a small entrance where you go into the property, then put that on the side so that you walk past it. So you want the energy of the folks that are coming in and out of your property. Those are the 3 areas, and put them for 3 nights, 3 days, 3 nights. So that will then work on bringing the good energy into the home, into everything that the 2 of you are doing, Wench, you and your other half, so that it will clear all that energy and make it easy for it to move. After 3 days and 3 nights, take those 3 cups or 3 glasses or 3 beakers and take them, put them into 1 bowl and take them outside of the property. Do not throw them down the loo. No, because you've got all that good energy. You want to keep that good energy. If you don't have a property where you have a garden, take it with you in a plastic container and take it with you to a forest or somewhere where there's the earth. It's got to go back to Mother Earth so that it can be absorbed, and then put it onto the earth, let it be absorbed, and say your thank yous. Thank you for releasing any negative energy or bad luck in my house, and let it then be removed and let it take it out. And I hope that that works for you. And I hope that very soon, after all the new moons and all the changes, I hope that everything will change, move, and slide and become better for you. And we're very lucky. I see that we do have a comment in the chat about the vultures, thankfully. And Aquana's come back and said, I absolutely love the cultures of vultures, but the attack feels like they are trying to get your attention. Be aware of the energies. But honestly, I'm loving the fact that they came to you, and I'm jealous. Right. So finally, we have an answer from the tribal efforts and from those in the tribe, like Okana, that have an understanding of what the universe is trying to tell us through birds. So it looks like they're trying to get to your attention. So there must be something that, by the looks of things, must be something, because tribally, Okana is saying that they are trying to get your attention. There must be something that is happening in the home or around the home, or something that is going to happen that they're trying to explain to you. Look further, understand. The universe and the creatures of this world are trying to warn you of. So thank you to Okana for telling us about that. And obviously we've got birds from cats, which is good. Yes. Yeah, vultures. So let's have a look. We've got Amy Harris. And Amy Harris asked us some questions last week, which was really lovely. And any messages for me today? Thank you. Sending love to all. And I better get my book out because it is. Where's my pen gone? There it is. You know, whenever I need a pen, it always disappears. Has anybody had the same problem? It's ridiculous. Either it buggers off and goes somewhere else on another chair, or it falls on the floor, or it just disappears, or it doesn't work. Cheers, mate. I've got it back. Right, Amy, I'm going to do the numbers, and I will hand you over to my lovely guest, and she will draw some cards for you while I work everything out.
Okay, so I have the Empress. She's very powerful card to draw. She is a creator. She is a good card to draw for fertility, and I feel that is representing you. I feel that you have a powerful energy. You're a very good. I feel you have a mothering energy. I feel that also you have an organizational, for you'll be the one to organise the hen party, that sort of thing, or at least be quite involved in that. I'm also got in the angel cards, I've got embrace those around you, and that I feel is trying to say about just getting yourself a little bit more out there in a loving, caring, social way, rather than having to help others, having to be the backbone for others. I'm gonna just pull another backup one for that to see in what way. Okay, so I feel that there is also a male that you are connected with. I've actually pulled. Sorry, I should have said the Emperor. So that's like
nice. That's a nice card.
That's like the power couple going on. You've got the Empress and the Emperor. So what sometimes happens is those sort of strong, solid couples that are powerful, are strong, they've got their stuff together. Sometimes you just need a bit of a break to be just a little bit less so that you can just relax and not have to take on everybody else's sort of support. So yeah, I feel like that's coming across. Like, I feel like I want you to be going out and be your soft self, and let others, nurture you a bit and take care of you a bit there. That's what I'm getting in for you. So I hope
that's lovely.
Hit something there, but that's very much what they were saying.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much for Amy. So Amy, I worked out your numerology, and it's a number 7 that we've got here. What's very interesting on those is we've got lots of 10s, and there's a 3 and a 9 in there, but generally the end result is a number 7. So that's quite an interesting one with those additional numbers. When I was working out the sub numbers underneath it, what is key with that, it shows that you're always questioning yourself and always looking at aspects where you're not always totally satisfied, that there seems to be a barrier, and you do create this invisible, unseen barrier around yourself. And they do see, like friends and like maybe your relatives and others around you, they do try to get to know you better, but sometimes they see an emotional side to you, and they're quite, other people can be a bit critical of you, and that's part of the number 7, because the number 7 in this lifetime is a metaphysical questioning and finding comfort in the spiritual path, very spiritual way, pursuing things that mean a lot to you, to your soul, but unfortunately it doesn't always mean a lot to other people. So other people will have an impression of you that, oh well, don't bother, you can't say this to that person because she's not going to listen to you. But that's because number 7 is very focused, and they're very spiritual, and they're trying to do what is right for them and their soul, and for their way forward, for their karmic path of destiny. A very interesting number, particularly in career as well. It's very orderly and logical. Would be very good in like a scientific or a technical type of field. Also got a great writing ability, and there's some artistic side to it too. But you could also develop your intuition, and you would make a good astrologer. Absolutely. So there's lots of good things there for number 7. I really do hope that helps you, Amy, and that you've got lots of good things, because I think on the spiritual side, keep doing whatever you're doing, because it's working, it's going great. And give us some feedback. Thank you so much. And we'll go to the next one. Let's have a look what we've got. Oh, Lulubelle just says, a commenter said, vultures are very special creatures as they remove diseased carcasses, which prevents humans from catching those diseases. Yes, they are mortuary birds. They are the cleaners. They are absolutely awful. got a question here from, let's see if it comes up, from Billy Joe. Oh, what a lovely picture, Billy Joe. Yes, your question has appeared. It was shortly after live started, but I forgot to put my birthday. Oh, good. I'll get my book out. Take another page. Hold on a minute. Wait to drop. So it's another July person. Wow. 27th July 1980. So I will do that, Billy Joe, and I will pass you on to our lovely guest reader today while I work out all the numbers.
Okay. So we have. Okay. So we have the Seven of Swords. Now, I'm going to just find out what that's in relation to. All right. Again, moving forward, looking at improvements in life and work situation, and just I feel like you're looking ahead and you're trying to see what is real and what's not real, because you feel a bit like that is the third of wands, because you feel a bit like things can be a bit cloudy and you're trying to sort the wheat from the chaff, and you're doing fine. You're doing really well. I feel sometimes your energy gets a little bit low, and sometimes you're questioning yourself and you're not quite sort of sure if you're doing the right thing. I do think you are. You're on a strong path. So let's just see if there's any more on that. Yeah, there's another sort of the moon there. There is something that's in the shadows that's not clear. Usually those cards put together does indicate that there may be something or someone around you that's not being completely honest. So I hate it when those come up, because I don't like to hear that, but I do feel that you see things and you know when someone is not being honest with you, and you sense it. So I feel that you've got it in hand. So it's not anything to be concerned about. But yeah, that has come up, that something a little bit in the shadows. What's going on there? So that's interesting. I'll be interested to know a little bit more about what you feel that could be. Yeah, I mean, if we can expand on it as well, then that would be helpful.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you so much for Billy Joe. So Billy Joe, what's the interesting thing is the number 11. So that's a master number. How wonderful. Master numbers right now are going through all sorts of changes. They're having their spiritual potential. We are coming up, being revealed, opened up, being shown all sorts of things. Also, they have right now any of the master numbers, so 11, 22, 33, all of those, they have a tremendous connection to the moon, and that will bring a lot of sensitivity within them. So if you are feeling that, or feeling a bit scratchy or a bit headachy, or not quite sure, or very tired, that would be everything that's connecting with you just now. Also, it's very symbolic because it signifies a lot of enlightenment, inspiration, and it's because it's 11, it's a very powerful one, and it means that now is the time that you'll be looking at how can you encourage yourself, how can you shed light on other people's lives, how can you help other people, and how can you be a person that is able to influence and help others to change their lives and awaken and bring light upon themselves. So it is a very interesting time to be a master number like yourself. Also, it's quite unique because you're blessed with all different types of talents. And I think that if you haven't been able to draw those talents down and achieve some of them, you can do that. But I think that that also comes with a number of sort of, not confusion, but like thinking, well, I like to do this and I like to do that, and I can do this as a hobby, and I like to do this and I like to travel. And then there's just so much that you're very sensitive to all the things that you could do, and then you end up probably not doing very much, or maybe just doing one. So have a look at your skill sets. Help yourself to decide what it is you want to do. As an 11, as a master number with all the master numbers, so that's 22 and 33 as well, they would also all be feeling the same aspect. Help yourself to use all of your empathy, all of your sensitivity, and all of those amazing traits that you have, so that you can be positive. Use the positivity. Obviously, you're trying very hard to get the best out of life, because you will. That's a master number. But don't be hypersensitive. Don't be really detrimental to yourself by becoming so sensitive that you end up getting hurt inside. Make sure you know when to step back. 2 ones is balance. 1 and 1, that's 11. 2 ones, which is a great number to be. So yeah, first master number of the day. So that's lovely. Thank you so much, Billy Joe. And come back and let us know whether any of what we've both said is right for you. So thank you. We've got there. Oh, very cute. What have we? Oh, we've got an interesting one here. This is one that's very unusual. It didn't say QQQ, but AQ Cut has said, will I become mayor of my town? That's very interesting. I've never been asked that one before. So my comment on that would be, AccuCut, if you run for mayor, then you stand a chance. But you've got to look at what, if you do run for mayor, what are your reasons behind it? Because with the way that the stars are aligned at the moment, and the way that we've got that influx from the sun, and that's raining down metaphysically, that energy from the sun spheres and the flares and everything that's happening metaphysically too, that energy is coming straight down from the sun directly onto planet Earth. And it's showing light in areas that we didn't expect light to be shown. So if you are running as mayor of a town, make sure that you're running with light, that you're running with really positive and good intentions. Because I can tell right now, with everything that's happening out there and the changes in Gaia, if anyone is doing anything within their life that is not with an intent of light, truth, trust, honesty, and love, it will get shut down. That's my comment on that one. What's your comment on that one?
Well, I feel that, interestingly, I don't think it's quite the right time for you. I think that ties in, because I think that if you, in time, the type of person you are and what you want to do for the town, in time, things will be calmer. There'll be a purity that settles, and there will be a strengthening of those in that type of position. Will be more honest, they will be more caring, they will be less self-serving. Okay, I feel like if you went into it now, or in the next sort of short-term period, I don't feel that that's going to be the path for you. I think that you, even if you got elected as mayor, or however you got put in that position, then I think you would find you were battling, trying to do good things and coming up against it. Whereas in time, if you still wanted to go for that position, you would be more aligned with the type of person that you are, the type of work that you would do, and the intent that you have would work in, but almost like the world needs to evolve a little bit more before they're ready for you in that position.
Yeah, I think that's really perfect. And I hope that is a good answer. And let us know what happens if you decide to run for mayor, and if you do get in as mayor, please let us know. It's always interesting to hear where you are in the cycle. So Amy Harris has sent us a very interesting question, and it is a combination of a couple of questions that she put further up. So I've taken the last one, which says, any messages for me regarding my spiritual growth and gifts? And she's given the date of birth. So that's good. I'm going to get on with that while you pull some cards.
Okay, so we've got the Hanged Man. So that's about perspective, and sometimes it's about pause. Now I feel this is not, although this is something that you have been doing, I feel that now you are awakening a lot more of your gifts. I feel that you are being called upon from the spirit realm to step up. I feel that there is an avenue for you within light work that is your calling, and you know what it is. You've thought about it. You've heard the suggestion, and you've gone, oh, that's quite nice. That would be, yeah, I think I could do that. But no, what? And then you've paused and you've let it go. I feel that that's something that you could pursue, and it would be a perfect thing for you, because it would be natural for you. You'd find it easy, and you would help a lot of people with that. So I want to say I can hear that you're clairaudient, and you hear a lot, and you also have the ability to, you have really good clarity on people could come to you, speak to you about where they want to see themselves, and you will be able to hear and give clarity on that, how they could reach that path, what they need to navigate in order to reach their goals. So I think that is what I'm being told is one of your strengths. So if that resonates with you, that is the thing that really you could take forward, and join the light warriors, and give a helping hand to helping all of those around you.
That's absolutely perfect. So Amy, I've worked out your number as a master number, and we've got number 33 there. So there's a lot going on with you. You've definitely got your work cut out for you, which is great. And I think hats off to you there. You've got amazing things coming. Just to grab it with both hands, particularly with your spiritual growth and your gift. And remember that you are in service, and that you are part of that spiritual bridge. In other words, a light bridge worker, which means that you bridge people that are awakening and helping those to move forward with their own gifts, and to see themselves in the light as a light being that they are. So well done, Amy. I think that that's a really good thing to be doing, and thank you for your comments as well. So we've got Izzy came back and said thank you around what Arcana had said, and how that resonates, which is great. I think that's about the vultures, which is awesome. And another one from Izzy where we've got a comments where we were just saying thank you back. And we've got a comment here from Cheyenne Blue. Oh, Cheyenne's just looking after us ladies, saying ladies will do the best to answer as many questions as possible. But yes, as Blue was saying, we're not always able to get to right down to the bottom. I'm kind of halfway at the moment, everyone. I will get there as quickly as I can, trust me. But sometimes we get lots of comments coming back. So let's have a look here. We have got a message at Cassie Smith Bay. Any insight for decisions for my family, particularly my dad. And she's saying thank you. Would you draw some cards there while I also draw some cards too?
Yes.
And I'll start with you, and then I'll jump in towards the end.
Okay, your dad, actually, I've got the High Priestess and I've got Strength. Okay, so those two together, pretty powerful. In your dad is very intuitive, and he has a powerful soul as well. I'm feeling, I've just been told patriarch, so he is very much sort of the patriarch of the family, and he's seen as the go-to for problems. He's a strong character. He's a very loving person. I feel that, yeah, I can see he absolutely adores you. But I feel is he coming to his later stages in life? Let's get another one going for you. Okay, two of action. Okay, so I mean, this is the two of action. So it's saying, you know, trust in your ability to make choices. Well, I would say trust in his ability to make choices. He's pretty smart and he's pretty switched on. And because I think sometimes when people have got a softer, more gentle side, sometimes people are viewed a little bit more like, oh, they might not really know what they want to do. But in fact, sometimes those gentler people tend to be more cerebral. They'll think about things more. They'll be working out things in their head more. And I would suggest that your father he's pretty switched on, and trust his decisions and trust his actions, because I think he'll do the right thing by him, by everybody. I do feel that in him. He's very much a strong family figure who is very caring and very nurturing and loving.
I think that's lovely. And thank you, Cassie Smith Bay. I did choose, and then while I chose one card, two other cards plopped out. So we've got three. Two of them were jumpers. So we've got Free Spirit, and then we got Inner Worlds, and then I got Wisdom. So we've got the three. So I'll read what they say. It was Wisdom. If I put them up the right way, it would help, wouldn't it? See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. That's a really good one. So anyone there giving you a bit of trouble and uphill, see what you can learn. That's kind of what it's saying to you. Free Spirit says to be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without condition. I think that is a wonderful card, and that I think is something that is specifically around your dad. And then you've got Inner Worlds. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. So again, once again, this is a card that pertains to both you and your dad, to both of you. I think they are great cards. And I think that the decisions for your family, the insight there that I get from those three cards is utilizing the free spirit energy. Look at what would be best in the long term, where there's the decisions for the family. Allow the family to be free spirited. Do what is best for everyone as a whole, and not just for one or two people, which is maybe where you kind of have that toing and froing right now. Whatever it is, make sure that it's for everyone as a whole to remain as free spirits, because everyone has a different aspect and a different path to follow, and allow everyone to be able to do what is necessary for them karmically, and not to shut anybody down because they are free spirits. I hope that helps, Cassie Smith Bay. So let's have a look and see what else we've got. I think it was up here. Right, here we go. This one is from Cheyenne Blue. Beverly and guest Sarah, do you know who the two very strong energies that keep visiting me are? A third is my mum. I'm not sure who the other two are. So I will hand this Blue over to my guest, as she is a practicing medium, to see whether she picks up anything. And at the end, I will comment as well for that. And let me just do this. There you go. The floor's over to you.
Yes, I see your guides are coming in. Your guides, and that's what I heard as soon as I heard the question. Your guides are coming in. They are very much communicating with you. Your mother is helping them. Their team is a team. There is I've just heard cousin Jack. So I don't know if you have a cousin Jack or your mum had a cousin Jack. Cousin Jack has just popped in and said, cousin Jack. And there's a Bill. The name Bill has come in. So there's quite a few. That are coming in, and there's a team, and they're all around you, supporting you. And there's a lot of love for you as well. I can feel that they're all very keen on getting in, and is she all right? Yes, she okay? And so I'm getting that energy, sort of lots of busying around, just supporting you and being there for you. So and that's really nice. Yeah, there's a little social group up there having a little meeting and saying, right, what does she need? Okay, who's sorting that out? So yeah, you have a lot of spirits around you. You have a lot of family. Maybe family that you've not met, but they're all there looking out for you. Your guides are strong, and I feel you've got a nice little team.
I think that's wow. Thank you so much, Cheyenne Blue. I hope that resonates with you. The one thing I will add as well is where you've got the two strong energies. One of those two strong energies, I think, is also looking after the little boy. And I think that I keep getting the little one coming in, that they keep on making sure that he's in the right place and doing the right thing. But I agree. Yes, Cheyenne Blue has a team of people in spirit that are around her and the little one, and looking after and making sure that things are going as it should, because it's very important. They have a definite interest not only in Cheyenne Blue, but also in the little boy as well. So that's one of the reasons why there is that team around, and especially now because the mum is on the other side in spirit, that third one. She corrals them, and I'm sure that she must have been corralling them when she was alive and in 3D with us all. And she's doing the same thing on the other side in spirit. She's corralling everybody and saying, like, you do that, you do this, and I would like you to do that, and this is what we want here. Yeah. So Cheyenne Blue, it's not just two very strong energies plus mum. It's actually a whole bunch of them, mate. Everybody's there giving you lots of welly wherever you need it, making sure that they're there. So enjoy it. It's awesome. And I hope that brings you some joy, because we've seen with everyone that's there all around you, ancestrally looking after you, it's brought us today much joy to bring them to you and to know that they're there. So call them, give them tasks to do. Go on. Go and do this, go and do that. You're helping with me on your bike. Go and get it done. So enjoy, because it's a perfect time for you to do that. And thank you so much for looking out for us. And thank you for the lovely person that you are. We appreciate you. So let's have a look and see. And if that resonates, Cheyenne Blue, come back to us and tell us. So let's have a look and see. We've got Naomi. Here we go. No, Nomi Hagen. Hi, Nomi. Cabriolet, I trust my oracle cards when I read them. Hi, babe. Yes, hi to you over there in your new holiday place, and soon you'll be back in your home, your home of origin. But I know you're having a great time, and I know you're enjoying yourself with the children. So yes, it will be great to see you, Naomi. So I think that will be great. Let's have a look and see what have we got down here? I'm looking for the QQQ. It's there. I found one down there. Okay. Can I trust my oracle cards? This is from Nomi again. Can I trust my oracle cards, what I read? So yes, you can trust them. Oracle cards, it really is open to interpretation on oracle cards there. I mean, the tarot ones that have the major arcana, minor arcana, etc., they are perhaps maybe a little more direct, but oracle cards are open to interpretation. Depending which ones you read, there are some slight variances, but generally, if something is coming to you that's saying be careful, it's negative, etc., yes, listen to what they're saying. If they're saying it's positive, ask and command the energies of the universe and the bodily energies and your aura, toroidal field, command it, show me what this means, and ask for another 2 cards or another 3 cards. Show me what you mean by this. It's a good practice that if you're not sure, show me. I command you to show me. What's your feeling on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it goes back to sort of just trusting that first thing that pops in is the right thing. That first message is, because you can look and then you can go, oh, second guess it. Is it that? Is it? No, it's the first thing that comes in. That will be the one. So whatever it triggers in you, when you see it, you think, that rings a bell. That's what you can trust is the message. Yes, I would say.
Absolutely perfect. Thank you, Naomi. Let me see. I'm going to go down and down and down. Let me see if I can make this a bit smaller. You know that I'm not technical, so for me to get to the bottom of stuff sometimes is very difficult. So let me see if I can take that off. I also wanted to say quickly, I wanted to say hi to Jess, and I apologize. We have some technical issues in the live area where I can't at the bottom for some reason. When you're trying to sign in, I can't actually see the backstage. It's dropped off the bottom. It's there, but it's showing share an image, which is not actually what we want. So I just thought I would quickly apologize. We've got don't know what that one is. This is from Lulu Bell. Looking up stuff. And this is feedback. Oh, good. This is from Cheyenne Blue. That's super feedback. Thank you so much, ladies. And I love the blue hearts. Matches the blue hair. Yay. Wow, very lucky girl I am, having a full team around me. Yes, absolutely, and especially with your little one. Yes, 95% of my family are on the other side. Oh, that's sad. Very reassuring. Thank you so much, ladies. Oh, well, you've got us here, and if you need to ask them to give you a sign and to be with you. But 95%, no wonder we both picked up this huge team of people. Wow, exactly. So that was it. So we're sending blue hearts back to you. Blue hearts, blue hearts, blue hearts. So there we go. Thank you so much. So let's go on and see if I can. No, the stupid thing doesn't want to. It's really driving me mad, this thing. It's going. Now it's stopped. Yep. We've got the gremlins out there today, everyone. This is driving me around the bend. Right, we've got another one. Here we go. Jackson Schofield. Hi. If you have time, will I be able to help involuntary incarceration of any kind for my mother with mediation alone, or should I ask for help to pay for a great lawyer? And I've got a date of birth there. Wow, that's a bit of a serious one, Jackson Schofield. Woo, that's a really big one. Well, let's see what we find out. Can I hand this one over to you while I work out the dates of birth? It's 14.
Sure. Okay.
1990. So let's see. I'll hand over to you and let me just go and work out all the numbers quickly.
Right. Okay, well, we've got the Four of Swords, which is saying just take a break. Just sit back for a minute, pause. I'm hearing that things are going to evolve. Things are going to evolve. So take a break, take a rest, pause. There are going to be changes to the situation, is what I'm hearing. And from those changes, what you're currently seeing and facing, the picture will be different. Okay, so sit back, pause, take a break, wait for a change, because there is a change coming. And it turns out it's going to be a positive change for you. Okay, blessings, celebrations. So there you go. Pause, rest, wait for the change, which will be positive.
Oh, that's very good. Thank you. So when I worked out your numbers, for you personally, Jackson Schofield, is based on the dates you've given me. Those dates, and I don't know whether those are your dates or whether that's anyone else's dates, but those dates specifically is an ancient number, which is the number 9. And that's a lot of spiritual power, and it resonates with a sacred structure. So it shows that a number 9 doesn't have to deal with limitations of this world. And I can see, by your actions, by saying, to wait or to see whether you need a lawyer and all those sort of things, there is a level of divine ordering or universal ordering that's part of a number 9. And that is very key because it has extra special significance, because it means that you can order and command a level of change. So you can do universal ordering because you are worldly wise, and you've got that life number or the path of destiny as that number of expression, which is the number 9, to reduce the numbers of lessons and challenges, but also maturity, which will give a sense of trust and safety in a number 9. So you could do either, but I think with the mediation alone, I don't know whether avoidance is possible. You could then put that into the will and put it into universal ordering. But I think because of the way that your mother is not always able to grasp what needs to be done, I think that it's necessary to pay for a lawyer once you've gone through the mediation. Because I think mediation alone, you might be able to get it, but I don't know what her path is, because 1990, I'm assuming that it's the Jackson Schofield date of birth. And going on that, you could then put in a universal order and say to the universe, I'm requesting and demanding that this issue with my mother is eliminated during mediation. You could do that because number 9 is very strong, extremely strong. You could do that, but I would make sure that you have on hand a really great lawyer in case, which then ties in with what our reader has said, is to wait and see and think and watch. But you must have both sides. Keep both sides open, because I think your mother doesn't have the energy level that she needs in order to get through all of this. So use your abilities as a number 9. Use the abilities to be out there, universal ordering, command that this is done at mediation, because you have the energy to command that. I hope that helps, Jackson, and we both wish you lots of lots of energy, lots of blessings, lots of healing for you and your mother during this very, very obviously very difficult time. We really, really do. So we're coming up to the hour soon, and I'm going to have a look. And let's see if I can find out. Where's this one? Abundance in power. Q. Right. Abundantly empowered. It feels like we are collectively going through another awakening. Are things going to calm down soon? This is good. This is a great one. Thank you for asking that question. Abundantly empowered. I'll hand it over to you, and then I'll add in a few bits afterwards. What do you think? Because I would agree with that. Yeah. What do you think?
We've got a bit more to go yet, I'm afraid. We're kind of at the eye of the storm almost. So we have got some way to go with the crazy energies that are happening. There is going to be, though, some real lights lighting up. There's going to be some real positive happenings, is the best way I can say it. There's going to be some really fantastic positive energy evoking happenings along the way. But I do think that we have at least, and I'm scared to say, I don't want to disappoint people, but this is going to go on for a few more months to years, in the way that everything is so crazy. The awakenings are rapid. So that is happening all the time. You'll notice the people that are suddenly coming to you and talking about things that they would never have talked to you about before. You're like, oh yes, strangers in the park and things, walking the dog, and then suddenly you're talking about something, and they're looking at you going, oh wow, this is good. I've found somebody else who's talking about this. So yeah, and I think that's a really good way to progress the awakening. Don't be scared to talk about it. I had years and years of keeping a lid on my spirituality and not sharing my spirituality. And now's the time, especially with the younger generations coming through. They are bursting with spirituality and they are willing to talk about it. So what you'll find is, as the younger generations are talking about it, they're waking up mum and dad, or trying to wake up mum and dad. So when mum and dad goes out and is walking the dog and says something, and someone says something, they think, oh, that's what my daughter says, that's what my son says. So they might not be sort of knowledgeable, but they are familiar with those happenings now, the awakenings, the different ways of awakening, and just generally the world is waking up. There has been a big split, and that dark negative split is falling away, and the positive split is coming together and strengthening and moving forward into the future. And the future is going to be fantastic, but it is going to take a bit of time. It's like we've got to sort of, rinse out all those bits of negativity. People are coming together. It is going to be fantastic, but there is still some settling, some working, some explosions, and it's bubbling up. And we are still in the eye of the storm of all of that. So
you're right, Zara. Yeah, definitely. All right. I will add to that for abundantly empowered things. Yes, with the calming down, I will just add a little bit to that, is that all those that were born before 1980, they are the ones at the moment that their DNA is awakening. Their DNA is being switched on. It's almost like a light is being switched on in their DNA, because those before 1980, they were all born with a particular aspect across their bodily aspects that were lessened, because a lot of the DNA had been switched off, or when they were born, they were not born fully awakened. Whereas nowadays, all the children and babies that are being born are fully awakened, so they don't have as many of the symptoms, or ascension symptoms, shall we say, that most individuals have at the moment. So if you were born before 1980, you will find that that is quite difficult. Those that were born after 1980, the awakening is slightly different, and they are able to perceive more and be able to realize, well, actually, this is not good for my body. I shouldn't be putting this into my body. It's not helping my body. Therefore, I'm going to get rid of it. And what they're doing is they're adjusting their 3D lives. They're changing the way they live their lives, and they're changing the way that they feed their bodies. They're changing their exercise regimes. They're changing what they look at, what they watch, particularly like television and or radio or different type of movies, going to the flicks, to the pictures, all that sort of thing. They are self-adjusting. And this is where we see, yes, that is calming down far more quickly if you're born after 1980. Up to 1980, individuals are finding it difficult because they're waiting for all of those awakenings inside the cells of their bodies. It is happening, but it has to happen at the rate that they're comfortable with. So yes, things are going to calm down soon, especially for those born after 1980. For those born 1980 and prior to 1980, they will still take a lot longer because of the way that it has to wake up and ascend through all the cells of their body. I hope that answers it. Thank you. And we've got some feedback from Billy Joe. Yay. Billy Joe is saying, spot on. I do know there have been a few fake friends, aka the untrue people, and it made me sad. But I rid my life of them. Good for you, girl. That's brilliant. Wendy and I are going to help others. YouTube channel Moonchild. Moonchild. I never said that wrong. That's lovely, Moonchild. That's super that you're going to be doing that, and we're fully behind you. So you go for it and come and say hi whenever you want to. So the next one is Shine. There we go. I wait for the town. So we've got a good feedback here from AccuCut. Now, AccuCut was the person that asked us that very direct question. And it's good because AccuCut is thinking about running for mayor. And actually, those direct questions is what you need to know how to say if you're going to be a mayor. And AccuCut just said, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm guessing we must have said something quite right there. So Empower just come back. Josh Sunday. Oh, wow. Okay, let's have a look. We've got QQQ. Oh, Zibal is saying, are there any messages for me? Oh, better get my pad out. Got another page. Where's my pen? That bloody pen. Back again. Right, 30th of April. So 30th, 1975. So I'm going to pass that on to you while I go and grab the numbers.
Okay. So I've got the 5 of Swords, which is there's been it feels like there's been a chaotic situation that you found a little bit difficult, but I feel like I can see there's a young man in your life. Is it to do with the young man? There's been a bit of a battle. It's been a bit chaotic. And there's been a lot of learning from that, which we always have to be grateful for the learning. So I'm going to take another one from the angels. Okay, so this is manifest your dreams. It's saying you're ready to go ahead. So I feel that was in the past. that is something that you have sorted out and it has passed. And okay, there was a little bit of dishonesty, and was someone trying to confuse you there? And you've cut through it. I feel you have cut through it. Yes. So there you go. She's confirming that. That's the Queen of Swords. She's cut through the rubbish. Queen of Swords holds no prisoners. She cuts through it and she slices it out, and she's not silly. So I do feel you've cut through the nonsense there. And so you're ready now to manifest your dreams. I feel that you can move forward now. I feel your soul has lifted. You feel lighter. You've shed a heavy situation, and that's really, really left you, ready to fly now. You really have got. You can, anything you want to achieve now is possible. So go for it. Go for it. Don't let any negative thoughts pop in that you can't do it. Go for it. Anything you want to do right now, you can do it, and you will achieve it, and you will succeed.
Oh, that's brilliant. So there we go, Zebel. From your numbers that I've worked out, you are the second one we've got this evening. That is a number 11. So another master number. So that shows that you've just got to watch your level of sensitivity, and you've got to watch that although you're very empathetic, do not try to change everybody, move everything, and get everything to a point where you're very involved with whatever somebody else is going through, because the number 11 does try to balance. It's a 1 and a 1, and the number 11 does try to balance everything. And since you have a clairvoyant or clairaudient skill set, there's a lot of these for master numbers. They all have a number of prophetic gifts which are part of the skill set. So try to work out what you can use and how you can use it, because there's the double numbers and there's complex situations that you're able to keep calm in. And there's a lot of advantage with being a master number, the 11s together. And it shows that with your flexibility, you have that ability to put yourself into someone else's shoes. But also a number 11 is very good to extinguish the fire where there's problems. So you're able to go in, calm the situation down. Very important for you, because I think sometimes there's a lot of that goes around. If you've got injustice around you, you try and calm that down. Also, I think sometimes in your case, with the dates that you've got on your birth date, which was the 30th of the 4th month, that is also a difficult one, because it's a difficult one finding the right way to commit to a relationship, because you're well aware inside yourself of what you are worth inside and what you're capable of within yourself. So try to allow yourself to perhaps look at what it is that you want out of a relationship, and what it is that you want out of life. So that includes business, relationships, family, home, environment, even down to your car, what type of car you would like. Because 11 again, 1, 1, 1, 1, that is balance. Try to find balance in everything that you do. So I hope that helps, and that was a very interesting one. We're going on to another question from Meg, with the cutest little dog with a little face and got a little beard, a little white one. Hi, ladies. Per reading a few months ago with Beverly and the team, I made a huge change and moved to upstate New York, ready to relaunch my spiritual business. Any guidance or messages for me? Thank you, ladies. Good that you've moved, Meg, and Megan, the doggy with the white beard. So cute. Very, very cute. So I'll pass this over to you, and then I will also have a look at it a little bit after you've had a look with your cards, please.
Okay. So so angel card there, the spiritual teacher. So that is indicating about sort of spiritually teaching yourself. But in relation to your skills, I heard that you actually have a skill in talking to animals, and that then formed into I can see a sign with your business on it. So if that's not something you've considered before, a pet psychic is definitely something that you could achieve. And I feel that where you are, not so far from you, there is a community that would flock to a pet psychic. So I do feel that could, if it's something that you were willing to go into, it would really take off.
I think that's a great, absolutely great idea for Meg. Meg has got an amazing energy and has got a lot of insight and abilities, and certainly because of the close connection with pets. Yes, pet communicator, pet psychic, all of those things I think is a really good idea. And also extend that to all types of pets. So have it small pets and large animals as well, because I think being in New York State, the New York area, there are a lot of pets in those square miles around all of the areas, but also I think that they do have the ability to connect with their pets, because it's New York, having been there and worked there, it's a very, very difficult city to live in, because everybody is absolutely focused on themselves, their jobs, their families, and even when you're walking around in the streets, they look down or they look at whatever they're doing. They don't engage. So if you do something with the pets particularly, it will be your way to help them engage and open their psychic energy, open their love, give their love to their pets and their families. And I think that will be a really good way to start the relaunch, because those that have pets will find you automatically. And also perhaps I see you will be relaunching it very successfully. So find a way. New Yorkers love a deal. They're bargain hunters. They love a deal. So give them a deal and they'll find you. So Meg, I hope that works well for you. And thank you for your question and good luck in New York. So let's have a look. And I think this will probably have to be the last one for tonight, because we are running at 15 minutes over. Let me see if I can find the last one. Oh, we've got some feedback that just popped in quickly. Oh, Zebel, there we go. Zebel has said to us, spot on. I've had trouble with my son, but have been able to set strong boundaries. Awesome. So that was specifically meant for you, my dear. And spot on, Beverly. Thank you. So what we'll do is unfortunately we'll have to end with that this evening, because over in the UK it's already really late. It's nearly pumpkin time. I just wanted to extend a very big thank you to my guest for being with me this evening on the show, and thank you so much. And thank you to your family that has stayed up with you, which is great. And also thank you to everyone in the chat, because we've had all lovely people in the chat. Go through maybe afterwards and have a look at all the chat that's there. There's lots of lovely comments and all sorts of things apart from the questions. And thank you to our viewers and those that put questions in the chat. Those of you that I didn't get to, I'm sorry, but I'm sure we will get to your questions next week. And Izzy's saying thank you, ladies, as well. So to everyone for tonight, yes, thank you, Christelle. Have a lovely weekend, and thank you to Akwana in the chat for answering the vulture question, because there's no way I could answer that one. And we will see you all same time, same place next week. Have a
Yep.
wonderful, wonderful weekend ahead, and see you soon. Bye.
Bye bye.